Hey, I'm Nick, and today we're going to talk about how productivity can actually be tiresome and what we can do to combat that. So, firstly, anything takes energy. Anything will make you more tired throughout the day. As if you're like me, let's say you wake up early and you go through your morning routine, maybe you do some exercise, or maybe you make some kind of homework or chore the first thing that you do in the morning. And so by the time you can finally sit down and focus on what you actually want to do closer to the end of the day, you're tired, and even so tired that you may not be able to even sit at your desk. Or let's say you push all those chores back until the end of the day, and so you finally get everything done and you're on a roll, but the time that you finally sit down at your desk and you're actually able to open up what you're going to work on, you mentally can't focus on anything. So how are we meant to have energy for these important things? We'll get into that in just a second, but first off, we need to understand how getting stuff done and the effort that goes into those things work. Because even small things, like you may think chores or homework that you're used to, you may not feel like it's taking much energy away from you. You may be spending an hour or two on them and feeling the same as you would have normally. But the fact is that every day starts with your pool of energy. You get this energy from the amount and quality of sleep from the last night. And as the day goes on, this energy will be depleted, especially so with using it to complete small tasks or chores throughout the day, or even to be actually productive throughout the day. It will still take parts of that energy. But where you or I may falter is by using too much of that energy too early and not saving it to actually be productive and put effort into the things that you want to. And that leads us to the second fact. Procrastination takes away energy. We've referenced this before. When I'm extra busy in the mornings, when I'm not able to do anything because I actively put it off, or have school in between the day that cuts off the time that I can work on it by a lot. The longer those tasks are set back, the less energy we have for them. Even if you feel like you may not be putting important tasks away, you may think that you're still being really good trying to get everything done in the mornings or anything close to that. The fact is, the longer that you push the important tasks to be later in the day, the less energy, the less effort you'll be able to put into them. So what you need to do is to start your day with the most important task. You may have heard this referred to as eating the frog, but what it comes down to is starting your day dealing with the most challenging, the most important task. Now, for me, since I balance both being productive and working on my personal goals with also my fitness, I get my most intense exercise done first thing. And then, as soon as I'm able, with regards of school that may be getting in the way, I move on to my actual goals for that day. Now, you may not need to be exercising like crazy in the mornings, and you find that you only have hard tasks of those where you need to be seated at your desk and actively working on them. And so at the start of your day, when you have the most energy that you will get, you need to eat the frog. You need to do the most important task first. Now, of course, you're still going to have those small chores and small tasks that you still need to get done throughout the day. Now, although I have mentioned that your most important tasks will take the most amount of energy, you are still going to have that leftover effort that you can then put into the other smaller tasks that you have for your day. Now, I've organized all the small chores that I have to do to be put as late as possible so that most of my time is spent doing the things that I actually want energy for. And so you'll need to batch your small tasks together to get it done all in one quick period when the day's starting to end and you are inevitably going to start running out of energy. So yeah, that's all for today, but to recap that, If you're going to be productive with your day, you're going to find that you will be tired throughout your day because anything will take energy. And if you end up putting the important tasks later in the day, or worse, procrastinating on them and setting them later and later, you'll use more and more energy and effort that could have been put into the more important tasks, but you end up spending it too early in your day. Now, to ensure that doesn't happen, you set what you want to do for the day early. You eat the frog, you do the most important task first thing. But you still will inevitably have smaller tasks that will still need to be get done. So it's best to batch those and get them all done in one quick period closest to the end of your day. And if you've watched this far and still want more productivity tips and hacks to improve yourself, I've now started one-on-one coaching. And if that sounds like a good idea for you, check the link in the description to book a call to find if it's a good fit for you. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching.